Hey everyone, this is Kim from the Homeschooling Grammy coming at you with another collab. This is called the Mom's Reflection Collab, and it's being hosted by April at the Simple Rugged Path and Claire at Cookie Crumb Fun. We will be answering 9 questions. I'm just reflecting back on being a mom and our different thoughts and whatever. But anyways, there's going to be 9 questions, and there's also going to be a playlist that'll be in the description box. They can go ahead and take a look at what everybody else has to say. So if this is something that you're interested, please stick around. All right, on to question number 1, and I do have my notes here so I can at least see what the questions are. So I'm not that good. I can't memorize the questions. So question number 1. Share something about being a mom that no one ever told you about. Well, no one ever told me like how much you can actually love another person in your life. Like being a mom like brings it to a whole new level. There's nothing like the love of your child or the love for your child, and it just magnifies when you have grandchildren. I was actually privileged to be there for the birth of 2 of my grandchildren, and it's the most amazing thing that I've ever witnessed. Hard to watch your daughter have a baby because we all know that's not much fun during the process, but just absolutely amazing and miraculous. Good stuff. To question number 2. Define a mother's heart in 1 sentence. A mother's heart is one of immeasurable love. Okay, on to question number 3. What part of you do you see in each of your children? Well, my oldest daughter, Shayla, she definitely has some of my stubbornness, and unwillingness to give up, and she loves her children fiercely. She will, do anything for anybody. She's just a pretty amazing person, and I just love that about her. My second daughter, Kylie, she has the same kind of the quietness and shyness that I've had pretty much my whole life, and she just, you never underestimate somebody's meekness or quietness, because she has this super inner strength about her, and yeah, that makes her pretty amazing too. And then my third daughter, Caitlin, I just see the struggles in life, the parallels of some of the struggles, and that how sometimes we have to learn by fire. We learn life through fire, and sometimes that's the only way that we learn, and it's a hard thing to watch. And even though our struggles have been different, it's been a learning process, and it's a common thread that we share. Okay, on to question number 4. What are your goals as a mom this year? My biggest goal, we all live really far apart just due to life. Your children get married, and my oldest daughter, her husband's military, and my second daughter, her husband is like government type stuff. So just life happens, and people end up in different areas of the country, but my goal for this year is to really try reprioritize financially, and make it more possible that I get to see my other grandchildren more. It's very hard to be so far apart from family. So actually, one of my little goals is already about to come true, and I'm really excited about it. But 2 of my granddaughters who live in California are going to be coming to stay with me for 2 weeks. So I'm going to have 3 grandbabies under the same roof. It's going to be lovely chaos. And then also I'm hoping that my youngest grandbaby will actually end up being up here visiting too. So it should be lots of fun. Great summer to look forward to. Okay, on to question number 5. What has being a mom taught you? It took me a few minutes. I had to think about this for a minute, but scripture really came to mind for me on this question, and it comes from Galatians 5:22 and 23, the fruits of the Spirit. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. When you look at this scripture, I mean, it encompasses everything that being a mother is all about. We feel such love and joy when we have our children. And in raising them up, we have to learn about patience and self-control, don't we? It's not always easy raising our children. And sometimes they make choices that we know are not good for them. And all of that, to have the faithfulness to God and the gentleness of spirit and to show love when sometimes, even though you may not agree with choices that are being made, but you love your children despite everything that is going on. But yeah, because being a mom is just, and it just encompasses all of those things. And I really believe that scripture just pretty much has taught me everything that I need to know about being a mom and having been a mom and now a grandmother. Alrighty, on to question number 6. What is your favorite Bible verse or quote as a mom? And mine would be a quote by Gordon B. Hinckley. If life gets too hard to stand, kneel. And I can tell you as a mom and a grandmother that sometimes life has gotten that hard, that in the midst of motherhood, you cry out to God, and that the only way that you're going to get through whatever it is to kneel before the Lord. Because motherhood is the hardest job we will ever love. And in today's world, everybody's like going after jobs and cars and houses and whatever it is that you may materialistically be striving for, but really our greatest and most precious job to speak of is being a mother to our children. Okay, on to question number 7. What are some of your favorite mom books? Well, I've never been one really to read like the mom books or the how-to books or any of that kind of stuff. I would say my go-to mom book is the Bible. Everything and anything that I would ever need to know about being a parent to my child is in the Bible. I think that God is the ultimate example of someone who loves their children, and what better example than God. Okay, question number 8. What is something you need to work on? I really need to work on not taking things so personally. I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve, and I just need to accept, my children where they're at in their life, and that, that the world it really isn't about me. It's about them, and it's about what they're doing with their lives, and how can I be there to be uplifting for them and to guide them still even as adults, and to just love on them. Okay, we're already on question number 9. That was quick. Anyways, question number 9. The biggest mom lie that you believed. That, that it's just going to be all like peaches and cream and, rainbows and unicorns, and that, people on social media, well, especially nowadays, would have you think that their life and their children are all like so wonderfully perfect, and that they all have this like happily ever after mentality, and that's not reality. Being a mother is work. Being a parent is, it's not a noun, it's a verb. It takes time, it takes love and compassion, and just, it takes all of you. You give all of yourself into your children, and it's a calling from God. I really always felt like that about my children. Like, I was so blessed that God thought me worthy enough that to be given these little people to raise up and to go out into the world. So I want to end with some scripture that I feel encompasses motherhood. So I'm gonna look at my paper because it's not too long, but I couldn't memorize all this if I wanted to. Anyways, it comes from Proverbs 31, 25 to 31. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women have done excellently, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. So, yeah. If I can stand before God someday and He can say the words, "Well done, and good and faithful servant," and know that amidst all the mistakes in motherhood that we all make, that He knows that with my whole heart I did the best that I knew how, and that's it. Okay, everyone, on to question number 10. And if you take a look around, you notice change of costume, change of scenery. That is because sometimes you make huge boo-boos, and I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to redo this whole video. I'm going to keep it real. I missed the last 5 questions somehow. I have no idea how, but I did. So anyways, on to question number 10. What are your desires or your prayers for your children? Well, I just want them to live their life to the fullest. I would really love for them to instill the love of Jesus in their children and in their own lives, and that they would just be happy. Okay, on to question number 11. How has being a mom changed you? Well, being a mom is something that I've always wanted to be ever since I was a little girl. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a mom. And it's changed me in a lot of ways. It's drawn me closer to the Lord. It's just increased my faith, because, sometimes being a mom, it just, like I spoke of earlier, it draws you to your knees sometimes, and in that process, it grows us in every way, spiritually, emotionally, and it's just been such a privilege to be a mom, and to think that God blessed me with these amazing people in my life. Okay, on to question number 12. Use 3 words to describe motherhood. The 3 words I came up with were love, cherish, and legacy. Okay, question number 13. What advice would you give new moms? I think the first bit of advice I would give any new mom is to relax. Like, seriously relax, and just try to enjoy it, because it goes by so fast. It's hard to believe. My oldest will be 30 years old, and it feels like yesterday. Just hold on to it and enjoy every precious moment that you have with your children, because it seriously goes by in a blink of an eye. And I would also say don't sweat the small stuff. Who cares if their socks don't match when they go out of the house, or, you know, just little things that just really don't even matter in the, you know, the realm of their childhood. You know, just chill and relax and enjoy them, and don't sweat the small stuff, because before you know it, that time is gone. And some of the little stuff, especially you moms that have, you know, preschoolers or toddlers that are in the realms of temper tantrums, I mean, these times too will end. And then you'll be in the joy of teenagerhood. That was lots of fun, but yeah. So just try to relax and enjoy the time. Okay, on to question number 14. And this really is the last question this time. I didn't miss any. Anyways, question number 14. Is there a woman or another mom that mentors you or that you look up to? Well, I'm kind of beyond the being mentored to, but the one person in my life that had the greatest impact, really, in a lot of ways, was my grandmother. I just remember like the love and the safety that I always felt when I was with her. I used to love to crawl into her rocking chair and sit next to her. And I mean, and I did this right up until I was like 18 and 19 years old. We would squish into the chair together, and we had some of the greatest conversations, and I just always felt so loved and accepted, and just, it was like some of the best memories that I ever have from my childhood. And so now I try to make sure that, especially now as a grandmother, that I, you know, grab up my grandchildren any chance that I get, and we rock together and talk together and read books together, and just really try to take that time to spend with them. So yeah, I mean, those are the memories that held me through while I was raising my children, and now that I'm raising one of my little grandbabies now. So yeah, I try to remember those times. She really meant a lot to me. All right, everyone, that is our wrap. Thank you so much for joining us in this Mom's Reflection Collab that was hosted by April at the Simple Rugged Path and Claire at Cookie Crumb Fun. I really had a good time doing this collab. It brought back a lot of memories, really good memories, and just, you know, how precious this time is that we are given with our children and with our grandchildren. I hope you really enjoyed this collab. Make sure that you check the playlist down below. And there are a bunch of other ladies that have also joined in this collab. Also, the links to April and Claire's YouTube channels will also be in the description box below. So please take the time to like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell if you'd like to see my videos as they are uploaded. And I will talk to you soon.